trying to be under your breast like peas and rice. You don't like that?
Under your breast?
Like peas and rice.
Oh, I like that. I did like that.
Under your breast like chicken breast. But it's under your breast.
Under your breast like chicken breast?
No, I'm saying the play on the word. Go ahead, let's start the show.
Under your breast like peas and rice.
Yeah. All right. Y'all making me feel like he ain't say nothing. It's episode 59 of The Dip. I go by the name of Ski, a.k.a. Filipino Grigio, a.k.a. Mr. Cozy Wear. Here are both my... Oh, a.k.a. Pasty Face Poppy. I forgot about that one. Here are both my co-hosts and
Killing them in the comments.
Killing them. Two-thirds of the podcast. I got my man Sport playing all fields and all courts, a.k.a. Hefe Horn Chapo with the cheeks, Donna the behind, chaplain of the back end. Also got my man Hev Hefner, a.k.a. Canary Heb, a.k.a. Humbly Hev, a.k.a. Mr. Heb, a.k.a. Alki Balboa, a.k.a. the 41-year-old phenom, Hev Nowitzki, a.k.a. Hattrick Heavily.
Hattrick Heavily, I like that.
Yeah, I like that one too. I got to start running with that one. How we feeling?
Great. And this is episode
59.
59.
59.
Week 4 of the podcast tour. This week we got Lex Chappelle from the Lex Hustle podcast.
The Lex Hustle podcast.
AKA Lex Get This Money. AKA Lex Hustle. AKA...
Yeah, there you go.
I just feel like I had to join.
Get your
I was
AKAs
going in.
off.
AKA,
No, get your AKAs. Go ahead. Get your
AKAs off. We like that. But how you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, thank you for coming up.
Appreciate
It's
you.
another week. This is the first time in like 3 weeks I got the episode number right. Even though I like pre-show X'd.
Cause you was going like 40.
Yeah. I didn't know we was getting busy like that.
We almost at 60.
Yeah, but it's a pleasure for you to be here. It's been a couple weeks in the making. And you one of our great supporters too. Like you show us love on our page. Some people we have up here and they be like, "Oh, what do y'all do on that show?" Like, so like you really tapped in on our IG and stuff like that. So we definitely said when we was talking about this whole tour and getting people up here, we was like definitely gotta have Lex up here.
Y'all, Troy is giving me the googly eyes. I don't know what's going on over here. He over here, smooth R&B. Like, okay.
Quiet storm vibes.
All right.
I don't think we ever said your name on this podcast before, but
Yeah, definitely. They know why
your
you
name
know.
she know.
It's the
so
first.
whatever.
You know once you get once you get real big, once you get real big, you start going by like your real name.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I will never.
But let's get into it though. Tell us about the Lex Hustle.
What's your... No, sorry, I ain't gonna do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh wow. That's a trigger word for me.
We know it though.
That's a trigger word for me. Let's not.
All right, we ain't gonna do it.
Well, tell us about the Lex Hustle podcast.
Absolutely. The Lex Hustle podcast came about because I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm currently working on a coffee concept. It's called St. Perry Coffee House. We will be at the East Falls Farmer Market coming up, so definitely follow me on Instagram at Lex Chappelle. But it came up because I felt like there wasn't... Podcasts were just like rah, and just like, you know, talking about their thoughts, but nobody was going through like the stages of entrepreneurship or saying like, you know, being honest about the steps or how they're feeling. Like, you know, some days I just cry all day and I need like motivation. So it's all about like, you know, tapping in, people found their dreams, living their best lives. I go over everything, current events, but most importantly, like get into the bag, get into the money.
So what made you decide to start it? Just like with I know you said you just was like looking for something niche and different. Like what would you say? Because I'm losing my train of thought. But like, what would you say? Like
I do that. I have that effect.
Yeah. Like how would you consider like you distinguish? Like what's the difference between you and then like the motivational people who just yell at people and stuff like that?
I mean, I yell at you too. Like you gotta get on your Zoom at 10. But I feel like I'm more like relatable, like because in real time people are seeing me level up like my life. Like literally. Like I have this new persona, Millionaire Lex. So I'm really acting as, you know, I'm already like a millionaire walking in it, and people are kind of doing that too, and they're leveling up their lives. So we're kind of doing it together. So they see me like where I am now, because next year it's going to be totally different. You may not be able to contact me. All right? You may have my number now, but next year it might not be the same. Yeah. So
AKA manifest mommy.
AKA, yeah. AKA will be I knew her. You don't know me now. So yeah, that's how I feel like it's different.
That's what's up. How to go? Can you get in depth with the coffee concept you said you was talking about?
Yes.
Because
So
we dads, we live off of coffee. Well, Heb don't. I don't think Heb.
I
don't
got
think.
you espresso.
Yeah.
Are you not a shot of espresso type of guy?
I'm a 3 espresso a day kind of guy.
Yeah.
3?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like my coffee
would
like I
like
like
to
my
see-
women.
How was that? Say it with your chest.
Cuban.
How was that?
Black, but, black, but sometimes with a little cream.
I did see that episode where y'all talk about y'all preferences, but everybody has a preference, so you know.
Yeah. Me too. Italian.
What
Italian blend.
rah rah.
Yeah, but what about the coffee business?
And that's cute. But
Yeah. Me too. Italian.
what?
Italian blend.
Rah rah.
Yeah, but what about the coffee business?
And that's cute. But yeah, so my uncle passed away. I had this concept. I had 2 concepts in my mind to do, and then my uncle passed away due to COVID. So that really was like a gut wrench. Like I never had anybody like close like that, like pass away. Like of course friends were still like, oh my gosh. But like have somebody that you like interact with all the time and you're just like, even now I feel like it's not real. Like I literally sometimes I'm like in shock, like, oh my God, my uncle really not here. Yeah. So thinking about how the vibe was when I was with him, it's always like around his kitchen table, talking about like what's going on, you know what I mean? So I'm like, coffee shop, that concept needs to go first, and I need to abort the mission on my other one, because I had a whole other concept that I was working on. So that's kind of where it came with. And then I was like, I had a whole nother name, but I really wanted to honor my family name.
Right.
So my last name is Perry, so St. Perry. And I always joke that me and Tyler Perry, that's my uncle. Tyler, uncle, if you ever see this,
Call her.
yeah.
Call your family.
Put me in a couple plays. I'll bring my own hair and makeup though, because you know how you can skip on that. But
For sure. So it is a shop or is it actual like a product of coffee? That's what I want to know. Like
yeah, so it's vegan donuts. Yeah, guys. So vegan donuts made from scratch, handmade. Well, that's what scratch is from. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, we understand.
But yeah, and handcrafted beverages. So it's gonna be at the East Falls Farmers Market. It's gonna be a pop-up. So yeah. So the 2nd and 4th Saturday, 10 a.m. to 3, I believe. But follow me because I have those specifics too. So yeah.
That'll be around my 2nd and 3rd cup, so I'll come.
yeah, that'd be dope.
Oh, I would love
I
that.
don't
Second,
I'll
third
take
cup.
that donut.
Definitely do a donut. We can introduce you to coffee.
I drink tea.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I drink coffee when it's necessary.
Do you drink matcha? I have matcha too.
That's tea.
Yeah.
Yes.
Green
Is
tea.
it
Never drinking matcha. I guarantee.
Or chai
Color.
tea. You might like a chai tea latte.
I just said that.
Y'all probably didn't even hear that because he's so soft spoken.
I am not.
But what is the one I was watching? The
saying.
one movie and it was like one of them is this like saying, is it matcha? If you say matcha tea, is basically saying tea or something like that, or is
Matcha means tea. And
yeah? So it's like, why would you say matcha tea? I learned that from the Spider-Man movie with my kids. So
You better be learning.
yeah, look at me. So
Okay.
just say matcha. Don't say matcha tea. That's very American of you saying matcha tea.
I didn't say matcha tea. I said matcha.
She said matcha. She did say matcha.
Oh, she did. Oh,
Man, I'm right next to her and she was speaking very softly.
No, say sorry.
I heard
oh,
her.
I apologize. That must have been plant bay. You said that plant bay.
I don't know, maybe.
Y'all all are dads. How many kids y'all got? Let's go down the road.
I thought you said you watched the episodes. No, I'm playing.
Oh, wow.
We don't say anyway.
Yeah, we don't. I have 3.
Okay. Ooh, same mom? Great. High five. I'm proud of you.
2, same mom.
I like that.
Yeah, because one baby mom dealing with, I tell people all the time, dealing with one baby mom is different than dealing
all
with
got the
2
same mom.
or
Whoa,
3.
whoa, bro.
Whoa.
You didn't even let me give it the
I was
surprise.
going to say the same woman because that came off a little sus.
Same girl. Same girl.
Y'all all have the same. Okay, so
No,
2,
3.
1 baby mom, and you have
Three
Yeah, we
different.
really Eskimo brothers.
Great. So y'all still with y'all baby moms? Like, how is this working?
It wouldn't be baby moms if we still with them.
Ooh. All right. Some people still are with their baby moms and they call them their BMs or baby moms. So that's not fair.
That's like life partners, stuff like that, like consensual.
If
like
a
life
guy
partners.
calls me his life partner, it's a no.
What's wrong with life partner?
It's not for me. Life partner sounds like a couple of the same sex That like this is my life partner.
Life partner is for when you don't want to
And then
commit.
it's, when you don't want to commit
yeah.
too. It's just like
You want to give her a little title.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with the title. It's just don't, for me, this is all preference, guys. Don't reference me as your life partner.
So you're a marriage person? You're in a marriage?
Yeah.
My wife.
Okay.
Wife. That's me.
So you in
Wife
the
and
marriage.
nothing else. I am into marriage. Are y'all not?
I'm not.
Because y'all creating whole families and y'all don't abandon the mission.
I just talked to somebody about that, like the concept of marriage and stuff like that. I go back and forth with it, but maybe one day.
The only thing I can say is let the Lord lead you. Because then you'll get clarity.
Who believes in the Lord? No, I'm playing. I'm playing.
Well, that'll do it.
No, I'm
Well,
playing.
that was episode 59 of this.
I had a good time, guys.
The topic of marriage is you into marriage and stuff. Do you believe in the vows that's said in marriage, or is they just like, do people still like honor the vows that's in marriage, or are they just something that's said in tradition? Do you feel like?
I feel like as of late, people just are so obsessed with the wedding that they really don't listen to the vows. It's just like, oh, I'm gonna say these vows. It's time for turn up. I'm gonna take pictures for the gram. But for me, like, I'm gonna live by the vows. That's why I'm at the phase where it's like, Lord, take your time, because I'd rather you take your time and he get here a little bit later. I mean, it is later now. But then he be here in 6 months and then have me out here looking crazy. And then a year from now, like, I want a divorce. And I'm like, boy, because guys do that too. So
Did y'all see the video of that the bride going over the vows and saying whether she wouldn't say the broke part and she wouldn't say the
for richer,
obey
for
part.
richer?
For richer, for poor. She wouldn't say the poor.
I mean,
part.
how old are they? Because I feel like at this big age, it's for richer or for richer. Like, we're heavy in there.
So traditional vows is for richer or poor. And how many women are going to stay with you if you lose the bag?
You should. That's why you get married. I wouldn't want to marry a person that wouldn't deal with me through my ups and downs.
But that's where it stems from. So I know a lot of people, a lot of women that if a dude go broke, she's out. She's gone.
And then
And let me tell you why that is. Y'all wouldn't know. Y'all have never dated a man that is broke or without means.
Never dated a man.
Never dated a man.
never dated a man at all.
That's why I said y'all never. The attitudes that these men have when they don't have is literally like, it's the verbal abuse. It's them not being confident. It's them being depressed. Like, yeah. So it's usually, when you say with a man with no money, usually we're thinking about the trauma that comes with that usually. Not saying that trauma doesn't come with a man with money, but saying that it's just unbearable. Because let's face it, guys are attached to their money and their titles and their role at their jobs. That's who they are. That's their identity 99.9% of the time. So when you strip that away, am I dealing with that? No. And I feel like at this big age, you should have savings, stocks, and etc. to keep us afloat. It should be no poor.
Or a lot of times women, when we do lose the bag, y'all keep bringing it up and throwing it in our face. Like, you need to get up off your ass and do something, this, that, and there. Like, I'm not trying and this, that, and there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I've never experienced that, to be honest. That's why when people talk about, like, money and relationships, I can only go off of what I know. Right. But as far as me, if a man lost his job, he out there hustling. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not hustling by selling, you know what I'm saying, like the illegal way. I'm talking about getting out the mud.
See,
like, you know what I mean?
I thought the struggle with like dating a man that's broke or like lost his money and stuff like that, I thought the struggle is that like they still wanted like king privileges and don't have king like incomes. I never thought about it like the insecurities of a man or like him like not being able to amount to what he think he should be. Yeah. So what would you consider is worse, more than a man that want king treatment without king ransom, or like, or a man that like just struggling with his identity?
I literally don't mind submitting to my man. So king treatment to me is not like, I don't look at it as like asking for too much.
Even when you broke?
First of all, I'm not even claiming that over my life.
Yeah,
because I don't even attract those men. Those men, the only time I attract those men are on my Facebook statuses when they get in a little tizzy because I'm not answering their DMs. Okay?
Yeah, I get that.
Other than that, I really don't have to deal with that. Like,
what about
early 20s, sure. Now, no.
What about the other one? Was it not surrender? What word was used?
Obey.
To obey.
She
Yeah.
said she don't mind.
Yeah, that's up.
Yeah, I feel like if you're a leader and you're submitted to God, I have no problem following your lead. But I'm not going to follow somebody to leave me in a ditch. I feel like you have to have discernment as a woman, and you should know, like, okay, this man knows what he's doing. He showed me that he can communicate. He showed me that he's consistent and that he can lead. I have no problem with that. I feel like no woman has a problem with that at all.
I beg to differ.
That's a lot of
No,
women that
and
will
if
not.
they do, you don't make that woman feel safe, and you don't make that woman feel protected, and you don't make that woman feel like she can trust in you to make decisions.
No.
And that she should just bow out gracefully and leave you alone, and you should leave her alone.
But you do have the independent woman that's been independent for so long that she don't know how to like let go of like being independent. So it's like, yeah, I would go take your car to the dealership and get it maintenance or whatever like that, but you so used to doing it yourself, you think you should do it. Or if I do things, I don't do it the way you would do it, so I'm not like appreciative of it. Like, just let me do it myself because that's why I do what I do for myself. Like, you do have those women that like, because I'm a firm believer in if you single long enough, you get so used to doing things, this man or woman, you get so used to doing things by yourself and for yourself that everybody around you become just disposable. So everybody's like, I don't need nothing. So like the stuff you would put up with in a relationship, you don't put up that no more. Like, you going 5 years or 4 years single, and it's like anything that bothers your core, like what you are now, is like, no, I don't want to deal with that no more. I'm cool. Like the smallest thing. So I think that you can encounter that too. But to stay on marriage though, I was so the thing with the lady, not the lady, the girl, well, lady is a good term. Woman. What's the lady?
Young lady.
Yeah. Bobby Eithoff. Yeah. Bobby Eithoff was she was like, industry been calling her a plant because she just recently came out with a podcast with like a weird format of like awkward conversations and
Like the Funny Marco vibe.
Yeah, definitely.
Zach Galifianakis. but
Zach Galifianakis was the first person who did it, and then
Godfather.
Funny Marco did it, and then she's recently did it, and then it was a whole thing with her, with Drake doing an interview with her, and there's a lot of like hip hop culture platforms that can't get an interview with him at all. But that's besides the fact. She did the interview on her daughter's birthday, and now they're saying she has trouble in her marriage. Like, what do you feel about that? Like, her like pursuing her career and how that might have caused friction in our marriage, just in general.
With that, I say, I don't really like to speak on people's relationships because I feel like everybody's different because we don't know the conversation that led up to her leaving. Like, did they have a previous conversation?
Or he left.
About this?
Yeah.
So let's say it's you. So if you with a guy and your guy say this, you can get this interview that will
You can get an interview with your uncle Tyler Perry.
Uncle Tyler Perry.
He would understand. The man I marry,
What if
then
he don't?
God, listen.
Are you still doing the interview?
All I could do is pray about it. Because at the end of the day, because my thing is, what's your issue with the interview? Is it the day? Because then I can reach out to his team and I can see if we can, you know what I mean? Like, make a.
But I'm pretty sure if she did the interview on her daughter's birthday, I'm pretty sure it was
It's the
no
only
wiggle
day.
room. It was no wiggle room for that interview. Yeah.
My thing is with that, with like being a huge interview, like, hubby, stop hating, because that's really what it is.
Well, it wasn't the interview. It was the rumor that him and her slept with each other.
I mean, I do feel like them doing the interview in the bed was inappropriate. And she's married. Because when he mentioned her husband or whatever, I was like, what? She's married?
Yeah, why they had to? She didn't do an interview in no other bed. That was I thought that was her thing at first.
And then they were
that's the only bed she
flirting
been
to
in.
me.
Yeah.
It just was some lines I just don't cross, baby.
I'm mad because I didn't get to see the interview and they took it down from every platform.
No, did they?
Yeah.
That's how you know it's scandalous.
It was
That's how you know. So I seen with the husband. Husband, I seen with you. I seen with you.
That's kind of like. Go ahead.
But
You was about to say that's like Keke Palmer?
well,
Yeah.
no, well, I'm not. All right, so
That's
before
what-
we,
that's not what
just to kind of transition, not that before we transition, just so everybody, there's like a backstory to it. Both of them have the same management team, which is William Miller Management. So,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
she
That
just
makes
spent time
sense.
with them.
Oh,
So
why she had
this
the
is-
interview?
That's why y'all circled the thing.
Yeah, this is plant vibes.
It's probably a media, like you said, it's a planned vibe. Yeah,
But yeah, we can
say they slept together.
Oh, so that makes sense
Yeah.
then. If people, you got to understand, this is a good look. If they had the same management, then it's easy to get an interview with him.
Yeah, it's like similar to when the new artists get a song with a big act, and it's like, how are they on the same
like on the
label?
same- yeah.
So, but that's like similar to what the Keke Palmer situation is. Like guys who, I'm not gonna say like inferior, but like not a celebrity and not like known, dealing with like living in like outside of the spotlight.
Yeah.
But I was side with Keke for a little bit, but I don't know
I
now.
was too
Like,
up until now.
Yeah.
The only thing that I feel like her significant other did wrong was don't take it to no public platform, sir.
Yeah, he started it. He definitely started it.
We address this at home, but as far as her being goofy, please, Goof Troop, sit down. And like out here getting hyped up by girls that's probably single at home. Ain't got no man. Like they kids run around the house, barely can get a babysitter. Like, please don't let them hype you up, because I guarantee you, trust me, I know there's nothing in these streets. Okay, lady, like it was a no. The only thing that I do stand for though with Keke is like she doesn't talk about her relationship. Like we still don't know. Like people are saying they're not together, but no one knows.
Yeah, he came out and said he didn't say nothing to anybody.
Exactly. So the media can run any statement. Like nobody knows. She just is out here with subs.
That's more the reason that I think that it's like similar with like an industry plant, like a viral move to like, let's do the song with Usher and play it all up.
Because all this shit came out when she had an album coming out.
No, and Usher just dropped his pre-sale today. Ask me how I know. Vegas, I see you in November. But yeah, so I was like, oh, this all makes sense.
Yeah, all
the
that
dots
shit.
are connecting.
And then
But
now
do you
she
think
got
that?
the video.
Go ahead. Well, do you think it's like a like do you flirt with that line, that tightrope of like going viral and doing well in your business and like fracturing your personal life? Like same thing with the Bobby thing is like you playing with your marriage. Same thing with Keke, you playing with your marriage.
I feel like you gotta have go ahead. I'll let the guest talk.
There's just some things I would not do. Like I'm not about to. If Usher, he could sing to me cute. I'm not about to gyrate on him, and I got a man at home. It's just not. It's something I just never would. It's not gonna happen.
She had that ass out too. she
And
had
twirled around.
Yeah, she
Sis
had
was
to have
twirling
that.
around.
She had
He
that
smacked the
cake
ass
out.
too, didn't he?
I hope he
I'll make
did.
that up.
I hope he did.
That was after the show.
Not you.
But I'm pretty sure his residency in Vegas is doing well after this publicity
He,
too.
he
Like,
just dropped more days. I'm
dropped
telling you
more
right
days,
now.
yeah.
It was today at 12.
That shit was over. That he
Ask me
added
how I
2 more minutes.
know.
I wasn't feeling her dressed up like Usher though in the video. Like what,
I didn't see the video.
what
I mean,
vibe
they were
you
supposed to
giving?
be like twins and like mini me's or whatever. She was supposed to be his mini me. But
Got a U chain. I know somebody got a U chain. You know what I'm talking
Who?
about? you know what I'm talking about, right?
I don't.
Like the same one?
Yo, I know somebody got my old head. you know got a U chain. They call him somebody we used to work with. They call him Lil Ush. They say he look like Ush. I don't know who told him he looked like Ush, but
Nobody in the world.
He came to the we had a funeral or whatever. Somebody passed away or whatever. He came
Rest
to
in
the funeral in a two-tone do-rag, this long-ass chain on, and two-tone Timbs.
Yeah.
Two-tone Timbs.
Was it at least black?
Yo, he was black and
Was it at
red.
least black and red?
Black and red. It's black and red.
He said, I'm going to New York. I'm going to New York.
He said going to New York after the funeral, bro.
That don't make it no better.
You can't change.
Crushed me, bro.
Oh, okay. You can wear that bullshit because you going to New York. Okay. Nobody say nothing to him. He going to New York. Like at a funeral.
That makes all the sense now.
It looked like he was going to Six Flags in 2003. Like,
And he had the Bluetooth in his
he a wild boy, man. Like.
first of all, somebody said he looked like Usher.
I don't know who it is, but somebody he might be
never
self.
gonna let it down.
He might be
He gonna remind
self-proclaimed.
y'all every day of his life. Like
Just swing the train around.
out here prancing around, popping, locking it. Poor thing.
Can you give yourself a nickname? Are you allowed to give yourself a nickname?
I mean, you
Wait,
can do whatever
he
the
gave
fuck
himself
you
a
want to,
nickname
but-
Usher?
No.
I never talked to nobody who validated. Like, yeah, we call him Ush. Like,
No, Lil U.
yeah, we call him you. Lou, they calling him Lou. L-U.
Yeah, no.
You can't try to make it
Call him
yourself
Ursh.
get a nickname. So
Yeah.
that's something that's given to you.
That's facts. I I ain't feeling that,
That's
but
hilarious.
we do know somebody.
I mean,
else that
technically, I gave you the nickname Alexi or Lex.
but that's
just-
short from your name, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, so that don't count.
That don't count
Well,
at
thank
all.
you.
You know, as the weather start to change, we in August right now, and then I saw the post that made me a little nervous. It was like, it's time to start. You know, all right. Well, you're not a sports fan, but you might be, but I'm not gonna say that.
I was gonna say, don't you?
yeah, but you know how
stereotyping me?
you know how mock drafts and like the prospect list, like it's time to
Go
get your
Eagles.
prospect list together because it's almost cuffing season. So
Yeah.
it's almost that time where you need to find somebody to spend the rest of 2023 with.
Just the rest of 20.
It goes into
At
Like
least
nothing.
at the
It
minimum.
goes into February.
Oh wow! This
At
is
the minimum,
This is
right?
how
It's like
men
6 months.
think.
Yeah, it's definitely
6
yeah.
months.
That's how we
6
think.
months.
So you been a lady, and we asking you, is that a thing?
Is cuffing season a thing?
I mean, I don't go looking. I really don't. That'd be my problem. But I feel like he who finds a wife, okay, he's supposed to find me. Let's start there. But yeah, I don't be looking.
But do you? I mean, all right. Well, to piggyback off that, do you feel like you want somebody to spend the winter with? Because you know the winter months we go out less, we spend less time in the streets. So do you feel like you need, not to say that you're looking or pursuing, but do you feel like you rather spend the winter with a person?
That's
or
really
by
cuddle
yourself?
time because summertime
Yeah.
you be like, it's too hot. Get off.
Hot
me.
chocolate with the marshmallows.
Matching PJs
I wouldn't
on
even say the rest
Christmas.
of the winter, rest of my life, honey. I'm a wife. Let's start there. Okay. We're not here for a little time, honey. We're here for a long time. So yeah, I mean, the next guy that comes in my life, if he's not trying to pursue me, if he's not on the vibe of trying to find a wife, like we don't play. I don't play around here. Like keep that on the playground, okay? Like if you want to play, stay over there, babe.
So we not dating?
Not during my dating life. So this is the thing. I'm like outside a little bit. So I feel like I'm gonna be outside and I'm gonna be walking and the wind's gonna be blowing my hair. And I'm just gonna be walking and the guy's just gonna be like blown away.
You got
know what I'm
theme
saying?
music.
Yeah, like breath just gonna be shh. He just no.
So
like,
you looking
oh my
for a
God.
meet cute?
That,
Yeah. You
You looking for a rom-com meet
He
cute?
gonna be like,
Yeah.
that's my wife. I knew the moment I saw you, girl. And I'm like, really? And then that's how we're gonna be together. And then we'll have a cute little story for our kids. I'm like, let me tell you how literally I knocked the wind out of your daddy. Like he's looking at me like, girl, she the one.
You about to make me
Like, that's how
spit
we
in this
gonna be.
mic.
So I'm giving myself a certain date. If that don't happen, like my whole fantasy doesn't happen, and I don't meet him outside, genuinely,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna go on the dating apps for 1 week.
Wow.
That's it. And if nothing
Watch
pops
them
off,
dating apps.
then I'm just
I'm about to say, do they
listen.
work? Are they?
There's some freaks on them dating apps.
Freaks come out at night.
There's some freaks. You go to eHarmony. It's all
So
freaks
I want
on
to
there.
hear the rest of the plan. So if by the end of this week you don't get nobody
The dating that week.
then what's gonna happen after the week?
Then it's just a no for me. I'm not looking. I'm not even.
You gotta
it's
wait till you
just-
get the millions, then you gonna find somebody now.
I'm just gonna be over it. But I feel like it's gonna come. So I have a date of when I'm not gonna be outside anymore. So I don't want to say what month it is, but it's coming up. And then after that month, then I have a week and another month where I'm gonna be on a dating app if I don't find anybody outside. But
So is cuffing season, to ask y'all, like is cuffing season the wrong time to meet a person because you got them people that like they don't want a long-term relationship, they just trying to find somebody to make it through the winter with?
I've been really good friends during cuffing season.
oh wow,
Well, you ain't, yeah, I guess so.
Even if
are
it
y'all
didn't
still
work out.
friends till this day?
Yeah.
To this
Oh,
day.
wow.
Why did you get a little London?
Because literally, I'm flabbergasted over here, yeah.
Well,
So you guys literally collect friends for a season.
Yeah.
Like y'all have a whole roster. Just for. So do you go back to like if you met a friend last cuffing season? Do you go back to that friend for this cuffing season? Like how does it work?
So let's go ahead, finish that first.
Yeah, we can run it back. I mean,
Oh
we
wow.
can run it back like Kobe in 07. I mean,
Yeah, I'm about to run it back.
run it back
I ain't gonna lie, I'm
like
about
Mike
to
in 95.
two seasons later, I might run it back.
I might pull out the Michael Jordan letter.
Oh, wow.
I'm back.
You be like, if it ain't, knock the little dust off.
We're the
But-
45.
So if y'all reflect
wow.
on the time y'all met, like people y'all been with, this for all y'all. If have you met anybody in cuffing season and didn't realize like y'all cuffing y'all made it through cuffing season? Yeah. Like did you marry like somebody out of cuffing season? I'm trying to think like
I met
my ex. I met her in high school, so I guess that was cuffing season, like the beginning of the school year.
I felt like my kid's mom was around cuffing. Was September.
So it was like September, November. It wasn't
on the mind that like I wasn't.
My lady I met in the summertime, at the end of summer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good time.
But we didn't start dealing like nothing. We didn't start fucking or nothing until like the wintertime.
Oh, all right. Damn.
What does that mean? Y'all met?
We
wasn't talking about the day you dipped in. We were just talking about the day y'all met.
I did extra.
Yeah, you did over.
Yeah,
Just
a little
say when
bit.
y'all started dating. Do you date?
We started dating.
Wasn't talking about the date of fornication. We were just talking about the day y'all met.
In the cuffing season.
Okay, cool.
Oh, all right.
There you go. Could have cleaned
You
it up.
played the long. You played the
He
long
excited
game.
about that kitty. Do you hear me?
My first blowjob was, like around October. I started fucking in November.
Isn't it funny how people like they proud to speak on like the maturation of like, oh, I had to wait, we became boyfriend and girlfriend, and then we, eventually we was intimate. But if you meet a chick and that's your girl and you hit like the first week, you be like, yeah, we was talking for a little while, and then you don't want to tell nobody that you gave up the oil.
You don't want people to know that you
you don't want nobody to know that you hold it
Let me
out.
tell you, the men will give it up in 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's what facts.
If a girl be like, yo, drop them drawers.
I ain't never hold no pipe
They
back on
gonna
nobody.
be
I
ain't never withheld.
I want to get to know you better, baby. Like,
that's what I always tell women though. I tell women though, like when you talk about this like courting thing and all that, like women dictate relationships. They do. Like, because even if a guy not serious with you, he'll be intimate with you. I think. Well, in my 30s, I'm learning that's not true because it's a lot of demons out here that you just don't. I'll be like, yo, I'm cool. Like your soul be off and all that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But outside of that though, like women really dictate the relationship. If you're gonna wait 6 months like half, or if you're gonna get it that night.
Oh wow.
And either
Not the
way,
call-outs.
they dictate it. And then either way, women dictate it. So women be like, I think women troubles be like finding somebody decent to go past first base with. But if we gonna go all the way around the base, it's definitely on a woman's turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, like guys can't
And it
just be like,
depends. Like we be just like they say, men be knowing that they're gonna marry you by certain time frames.
They don't.
We be knowing like,
Nah, I think
is he
so.
about to get the draws or not?
Yeah, I think
absolutely.
that's true. I think
we
that's
know if you're a waste
possible,
of time. We know if you're gonna get it or not. We know if we're gonna play with you for a little bit.
I think
Not play with you, y'all, because y'all know I don't do games. Okay, we keep them on the playground. But you know what I mean? Like we gauge it a little bit more. And sometimes it's just like, well, I'm outside. Let's just rah rah rah. You know.
So you think women like figure it out? They don't know right away if they gonna marry a person?
I feel like no, we follow the man's lead for sure with the whole marriage. But I think we do see red flags, or we know like, okay, this is something that he does that I like or not. But yeah, we definitely we have a feeling. We pray about it more, so we're not gonna make a move, or we shouldn't. Ladies, don't you get on one knee, okay? Because one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slap you. If nobody else do,
a lot though.
I'm gonna slap you. Like, please don't.
So you say men? You don't think men know if they gonna marry the chick when they meet them?
They know.
I think I do. I think everybody I dated, nah.
You know if she married material.
I feel like you know within a couple of months.
Men can feel like they want to marry you, but will they stay with you? I don't really know.
I mean, I think men.
Men like what women portray to men in that moment. So like the first couple months, it's not really y'all. It's not.
So
really y'all.
so who more superficial, men than women? Like, do women date more for like dates and looks, or is it men that
Men for sure. Please, women, we can love anybody, and I'm looking dead in the camera, bro. We can love anybody. Like we can fall in love with anybody.
He was like, "Oh yeah, I need looks. I need looks."
They do. That's like the Married at First Sight, which literally makes me want to punch the screen. That whole season with like Chris, y'all know who I'm talking about, where she checked off all the things on his list, but he was like, I'm not attracted to her. But he still had sex with her. Yeah, several times.
Look at you, have all
like,
that.
I can't.
Look at him,
Yeah, but was like,
he said he fucked it up.
I can't commit. Meanwhile, us is like, if you mark down all the list and you're not really cute, we can work with that. But yeah, that's wild.
Hey, what the fuck is they talking
I
about?
don't know, but he was in there. He said he finished that sentence. He was like, he fucked that up. He fucked that up.
Oh, did.
He said he didn't like her at all, but he still wound up tapping her and all that.
Oh, I don't like.
He wasn't attracted. Like, if you ain't attracted, y'all be out here. If you ain't attracted to a girl, y'all just be smashing.
No, I don't.
You could be attracted to one fast.
I was just having a
Y'all just
conversation with
literally
somebody.
turn her over. You know what I mean?
No, looks wise, I'm saying obviously you're gonna, but I'm saying you could be attracted to somebody to like from one fact, like you could be attracted to their personality too, but that I'm not fucking nobody off their personality, obviously. Just
Let me ask this question: What's the men's equivalent to Prince Charming? I guess Princess Charming.
no.
What you say?
You saying do we have an do we have an equivalent?
Yeah, to a Prince Charming.
No.
You know,
I think so.
No,
I think
Y'all don't know what y'all looking for? Y'all just out
No,
here
I'm saying with like with the actual term.
yeah, like women say Prince Charming is they man that they protect them and do this and the third. Like they waiting for
ambitious.
This man. Yeah,
Go ahead.
Golly,
Lex.
man.
Let it go.
Lex, tell us what a Prince Charming is, so my man Ski know what we talking about.
When I think about a man, a good man, when I think about my husband,
What a man.
he not out. I'm telling you right now, my husband ain't out there right now being a thought. I already know this.
No,
He in his
scratch
season.
that. Scratch that. Every man is a thought. Scratch that.
Let her get
No, he's past
He's
that
fucking
now.
somebody
He's
right
too
now.
grown. He's too grown to
If
be
he's
in that
if he's
stage right
not
now.
even that. If he's attractive or he's like chicks will fuck you
Let me
because you
tell
a good
about
dad.
My man.
Yo, hold on.
No
Hold
cap.
on. Wait a
That's
second.
a real thing.
No, wait a
One
second
thing-
though. So I went to Chuck E. Cheese today with my kids and just me.
Wait,
trying to
Chuck E. Cheese
tell
still
you.
open?
I'm
Yes.
trying to tell you.
Pieces
I'm trying
out
to
here.
tell you.
Letting the babies
feel
room like,
like-
go over there, go over there, so we can.
I got more pussy. I got more pussy as a dad than I get anything. Like I just put up that I did my daughter
Break it
hair,
up.
and I'm like, how did I do or whatever like that? And, oh my gosh, you do so well. Keep trying, keep going. You know, I'm seeing
I
some
ain't gonna
pussy
lie.
pics.
That's why I don't understand why men are deadbeats. Huh?
What?
Like
That's the
child
What?
that just it just makes our pussy drip. I'm just saying, but yeah, our kitty cat drip.
But I think
don't
the-
like to say the p word.
Yeah, the equivalent to men is like a woman triggerer. Yeah.
Usually I don't say the p
Say it
word.
in the
I
mic
just
next
got
time.
lost in the sauce there.
Say it in the mic next time.
I think
Smoke. I'm sorry.
I think
Kitty
the
cat.
equivalent for men is like I think men really just want a woman who got her shit together. Like somebody that don't not no damsel in distress. Like the
What?
the princess
Lies.
the princess
Somebody
charming
gotta
is
say it.
somebody that you can meet halfway.
Guys eat up princess in distress. Like please.
No, I think they
Damsel in
take
No, from the
distress?
beginning, it's cute in the beginning.
Yeah,
But after
at
like
right,
a couple years, it's like, all right, like
I'm not meeting nobody. who
open the
eat
jar of
those.
pickles by yourself. Like,
Yeah,
come on,
yeah.
like
What? Please, no. Guys love it. Like, can you open up?
oh, if I'm on the couch,
Not even that though, but you know a chick that does that to you, who asks you to do stuff like that, and that can play like the damsel in distress, but really got her shit together. I'm talking about like really like you don't need a man. Like
Oh, me.
like yeah,
wow.
chicks. I think dudes like our equivalent to Prince Charming is a chick that really got her shit together. That you know that you only can compliment her, but you don't have to. And it's not like arrogant. And some people got their shit together and they be like, I don't
Because
need
if
a
we're
man.
always opening up the jars of pickles, it's gonna be like, you don't need me. You don't need me, do you? Like, guys love to feel like they're needed. I've learned that. So I act like I don't
ain't
know
got no pickles in
anything.
my house.
I don't like pickles. But
Oh my god, I love pickles.
I do like pickles too.
Yeah.
well, you can have all the pickles you want.
It's more like pasta sauce. Like, can you open this pasta sauce?
But
for
damn,
me?
if the Lakers on, you want me to come in the kitchen, open the jar, like
You ain't gonna come to the kitchen. I'm gonna bring it to you.
If I'm on Call of Duty right now, stop asking me to open the jar of pickles.
I'm not
Like,
calling
Know
it.
how important? I ain't gonna lie. Like I was sitting with a chick and like this was like counter opposite. It was like she was like, "Go ahead, play your game. When you done, we'll chill afterwards." I'm like, "You sure?" I was like,
let me get off the game right now.
like, yo, that made me be like, yo, I'm not gonna be playing this with y'all all night. Like, I got some shit to do. I got some shit to do tonight, so I'm gonna get up all there. Yeah. Who, me? No, I ain't talking to y'all. I'm talking to my lady in the back. That's who I'm talking to. Like, and then it was like, you don't know how further you get with a man if you just like let a man be a man. I think
Yeah.
people trying to change people too much, and it's like,
You definitely can't change.
Yeah.
I would say
I mean,
you
you
can't
can
change them. You
compliment-
can't change anyone, honestly.
yeah.
And that be our problems, ladies. I'm trying to tell y'all something. If you think you're gonna get with Daniel and you think you're about to change him,
That's the boy from what's the name?
baby, you not gonna
Insecure.
change him. And you mad when he gets with the girl after you and he done changed.
the vibes.
Because he wanted to be a better man for her. She brought
talking
that
about
out of
that,
him.
You talking about that chocolate boy
You
from,
didn't bring it out of him,
Insecure.
girl.
Was you Team Lawrence or Team Issa?
What are we talking about?
Insecure.
Insecure.
Oh, the fact that they got back together?
yeah. We said, was you Team Lawrence or Team Issa?
Lawrence played in her face, honestly. And I feel like as a black woman, because we try to coddle black men, I'm just going to be honest, for my preference, I find myself, I have to correct myself a lot of the times. I felt like, oh my God, Lawrence. Like, I felt like really bad for him because that's, I feel like, what black women do. Like, we're all like, no, black men could do wrong.
She cheated first.
That's what I'm saying. Then she cheat first?
All right.
It's up.
But he was on the couch.
I ain't never seen no. Now, I've been watching.
He wasn't trying to do better.
That was, again, he was broke and she wasn't.
What? But my thing with Lawrence, was he trying to do better? Be honest.
Lawrence was chilling.
Lawrence was content.
Yeah. He got the best
not giving her a pass for cheating, but Lawrence was on some. He was on some stuff.
I watched HBO for a long time, and I ain't never seen nobody get their shit clapped up like Shorty did. Yeah.
And then went to the mirror to talk about it.
He clapped her shit.
He told us.
Pat. Like,
Tasha the Teller?
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah, I love her.
You could have played Nas. You could have played Nas either in the background while he was clapping that shit up. Like, that was
I looked her up on Instagram after that scene.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, that's what they mean when they be like, the nigga that ain't got no job, fuck you better. I'm like, all right, I get it. Yeah.
Because they don't have nothing else to do but be in the mirror practicing positions.
No, we fucking for financial gain. Yeah. We trying to get a promotion.
We trying to keep a roof over his head.
We trying to stay warm through couple.
Poor thing.
So let me ask y'all this question. I'm gonna ask all of y'all: is the one off like the one night stand or like the had sex one time? Does that mean that it wasn't good?
No,
it was a moment.
Yeah,
that and I just know good for me.
Yeah,
it was no good for me. I already know it.
I mean, I don't know anything about that, but I do know a couple of people that got married off of one night stands. Yeah. Like John Legend and his wife.
She's a fucking.
It was a one night stand?
Yeah, they were a one night stand. They got married.
Crazy as fuck.
I'm trying to think of somebody else, but I can't.
Crazy as shit.
They told a story about being at the Obama houses, and they said some wild shit.
They swingers, but anyway. Go ahead.
I can see that.
Ordinary people.
She do the swinging, he don't. But go ahead.
The first time I met her.
You?
My ex-wife.
Oh wait, you got an ex-wife?
Married before. Everybody keeps saying it's the second.
Well,
surprise, yeah.
Let the church say.
You said you hit the first night. Oh, are you married now?
Clearly.
Later, yeah.
But did you tell people that before? While y'all
I
was
knew
married?
her before, but the first night we got.
Oh, okay. All right.
So they don't count.
So what? I mean, it does, but okay.
Nah, because you're familiar with a person.
Yeah,
we built a rapport.
I built a rapport.
Here you go.
Oh, checked off boxes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what?
Wow.
You know the vibe.
Oh wow. Everyone's so creative. Wow.
Calling me daddy.
Oh. Okay, that's all she was. Well, now she's your ex. Look at that, man.
Y'all feeling Drake? Y'all feeling Drake new look? The unbraid. I feel like Drake been trying to like. Go ahead. My fault. Ask her what? What did I ask?
He's feeling his new look.
That's what I'm asking. I said y'all. If you want to answer, I don't know what type of vibe y'all feeling. Are you? Maybe I should just. Lex, are you feeling? Are you feeling Drake's new? I should call you by your first name like you did me.
Troy, let's not.
Are you feeling Drake's new do?
Now us having side conversations because now I want to know.
He was showing my young boy. Yeah, I saw it. I don't miss no phone around me.
Go ahead.
No, show her who he is.
Because I want to know. Now I'm out the group chat and I thought we were friends. Oh wow. No, he didn't.
You a hater.
Sorry to that man.
You a hater. Sorry to that man.
But no. And I say that the nicest way though. Like he's a nice gentleman probably. I don't know him, but for someone else.
Embarrassment. All right.
Secondhand embarrassment. Me too. Yeah, I got secondhand embarrassment. Yeah. I be looking for a word for that. I like that word. I gotta add that because
don't tell
I be
him he was the one
people.
I'm talking about. I don't want to. Okay.
Oh my God. I'm gonna bleep it out.
He jumped right out the window.
Nah, I'm gonna bleep it out.
Go ahead, bro.
But are you feeling Drake new vibe and Drake constant reiteration of trying to be the trendsetter of like bringing out new things? Like he had the FUBU shirt on with the barrettes, painting the nails. For him to be what they call the head of like hip hop, do you think he represents well? Because I remember when Jay-Z put on the button-ups, everybody put on button-ups.
Button-ups with fitted caps.
With fitted caps. I never seen Drake do something that everybody did.
Drake, you look a mess. He looks a mess.
Yeah, what camera we on?
No, it's literally giving like I wasn't popular. I had no friends when I was growing up. It really is giving he wants attention.
Wheelchair
and
Jimmy.
then on top of that, his concerts, he be singing his songs in like a remix way. He don't be singing them the same way. I've been seeing like the playbacks on TikTok because I'm like, ooh, do I want to fly, somewhere to see Drake in concert? And people would be standing there, they can't sing along because he be trying to remix stuff. Nobody told you to do that.
I think they do that at a lot of concerts, though. Like, harmonizing the different notes.
I went to Beyonce concert and I knew all the words.
Oh, shit.
I mean,
She do a different, run like, but you still know the words. Drake be out here. She be having a melody right. The runs may be different.
Is
Drake
it me?
be out here with a different melody.
Is it me or concerts is just high? Well, maybe because you talking Beyonce and you talking Drake.
No, they
like, that's
sky.
big.
Even this Usher pre-sale, I'm just like, y'all literally, like if I had a firstborn, y'all would want it.
It's
Like that's how ridiculous the prices
post-COVID
are.
prices. That's what it
SZA
is.
was like $250 when she was first gonna come during the summer.
Post-COVID prices. That's what you think it is.
250.
No, because
No.
Beyonce was $250. Yes.
I was like a snag.
Yeah, the resellers is what really gets you. So if you didn't get at the pre-sale, then it's disrespectful.
See, everybody.
It's the resellers. It really is the resellers.
Everybody been getting on like the resellers for like sneakers, and he's a sneakerhead. You know it is how the bots buy everything up, and then you gotta buy everything for resale.
Yeah.
The way they killing concerts, how everybody buy, like you can't get nothing from Ticketmaster.
It makes me want to do like computer science or whatever. Like it makes me want to learn how to build bots.
Yeah, because
bots are winning in life, and that's just period.
Ticketmaster was giving they had like Taylor Swift concert tickets for like retail price or whatever like that, and then they was like,
and people were
300
bragging about
times
paying $1,500.
Yeah, they was like 300 times that price after all the bots bought them up. And it's like everybody always talk about the sneaker game, but the resale on like tickets for concerts is ridiculous. Like you buying $150.
That's why they're being sued now. Overseas, they have a law where you have to sell it for the price that is set. And when you resell your tickets, you have to sell it for that same price.
Oh, yeah?
America has no laws on that.
Capitalism.
So that's capitalism. That's what it really is. It's like that's why people come here, because here is like you can make a lot of money because not a lot of our businesses are regulated by the government like other places overseas, whereas people can come here with that quote unquote American dream and really start from nothing. But then we had that argument like, what about the poor people that people like to have? But it's like in America you really can get it out the mud if you want it,
and it's more beneficial for you not to be American than it is for you to be American.
And then they're trying to get rid of the middle class.
Yeah, in America, that's what I'm saying.
So.
But you know what gets me about that is like it's equivalent to like these places that like, you go there, you work there, we pay for your tuition, and then after you get your degree, you leave. So I feel like a lot of people come to America, seize the opportunity, send their money back, or they just like, you don't like represent America, you go back to where you at. You always represent, so you only use America as an avenue instead of them putting that same type of endorsement into the people that's here. So it's like you endorse people to come here because you want more people to come here and stuff like that. But they don't stay here and make America better. They use the resources and they go back to where they go.
That's a lie. Are you kidding me?
I don't think so. I think a lot of people use the resources. Like I've known like people from foreign countries and they send all their money back. They don't represent the country. They don't sign up for military. They don't do anything like.
Boo. They literally come in here and literally built this country brick by brick. Okay, like Frank said, like they literally have. When I think about like the Latin community,
blue collar
Latinos,
people. I'm talking about the.
If you're talking about immigrants, they built this country.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the Asians and the Indians that come over here, use it, get master degrees and stuff like that, and then take that technology and stuff like that and go back home.
No, they still be over here.
Asians built the railroads back in the day.
And first of all, Asians and Indians are the highest paid in America. The thing about this is what a lot of people from America that are born here don't do is when immigrants come over here, whether it be Asians, Africans, or Indians, they come over here and they say, you know what, we're going to be a doctor. They don't play around. We're going to be an engineer. They don't play around. We're going to be a lawyer. They don't play around and be like, I'm going to go to school for business.
But they don't adopt American culture though. They always represent where they're from.
What is American?
Shouldn't they?
American culture is what
America has no culture.
No, I understand that.
Go overseas, baby. We ain't got a culture.
Yeah, I understand
we do have a culture. I'm not saying we don't have a culture, but American culture is a combination of everybody.
That is
Everybody's
true.
culture who comes over here. So we have Mediterranean restaurants and Chinese restaurants, Cuban restaurants. It's like a melting pot. That's our culture.
I get that in the saying, but if you're not physically were born here or raised here, you don't have that tie
Need
to this
or
place.
want to fight.
Yeah, like
for
you don't feel a
America.
pride. And on top of that, and this is a whole nother level, I feel like you alienate more minorities that feel like they're not a part of America than you do people that come here just to use it for the resources and head back where they're going.
I mean, they do. I feel like immigrants do get a lot of benefits, especially if they come here legally, especially when it pertains to like taxes and loans and really building a life.
Do they ever get American pride? Do they ever feel a part of America?
I mean, do Americans who live in inner cities
Do we feel like,
American pride?
are we
And
prideful about being a part
what I
of
said. I
America?
feel like we are the people that are raised and born here are more alienated by this country than the people that come here and visit.
I mean, incentive. I guess
like
are you
me,
saying we
I
don't-
feel alienated by that. Like the
I feel
American
you.
flag don't
Okay.
mean nothing to me, but it's more incentivized. Say that word for me. Incentivized? Yeah, more incentivized for people who come over to America to they're pushing their pride, like join us. So you're trying to make them feel more comfortable here than me, and I'm actually from here. But me, if I was me being actually from here and have that pride, I would represent it more than a person that comes over here, use it as a tool, and then head back to where I'm going.
I get what you're saying, but then also I feel like there are so many programs that there's so much information out there anyway. I'm an avid reader, and I'm always somebody that's looking up on what's available, especially being a minority. And there's so much available to us. Like, people come up to me all the time, like, how did you get that grant? Or how did you do this? And I'm like, they posted this, or the information is here. Like, it's out here.
Yeah, that is true.
So I have mixed reviews about that.
A lot of
but I
times
get what
it's
you're
that, yeah.
saying. I get what you're saying.
All the secrets is in the book, but people don't pick books up. So
Yeah.
yeah. Or
And
like
it's
you
different
gotta.
crews that you're around. Like, if you're always, around people that's really not doing nothing and just rah-rah party every weekend, you're not going to see those opportunities, that are available. You have to really be around a different crowd.
Yeah.
Like, where you want to be. Like, what are they doing? And when I tell you, when you're around them, they going to drop you like, did you check this out? Did you see this? And you like, whew, I didn't know this was going on. Like, it's going to be a wealth of knowledge available to you 24/7.
But why in America, y'all can speak to this, like why opportunity is not available is like capitalism. Like, you can go anywhere and you can find a pole that got red sale or 99% off, 50% off, and they buy one, get one free. Mm-hmm. But the opportunities to further yourself is like, oh, you got to find that. That's in the library, or that's hidden on somebody's website, or that's in the fine print.
I mean, it's kind of like the crab in a barrel mentality, honestly. Like, people at the top, like, of course, people want to see you do good, but only, they don't want to see you do better than them. And also, yeah, and then also, honestly, there's times where I've given people resources where I kind of had to pull back because they don't do anything with them. Like, I want to do this thing, you never, and you help them and they don't do nothing. They still, you like 3 months, like, did you ever check out that program or you ever do this? Oh, no, I wasn't. So they're content.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like a struggle on both sides, honestly.
I'm just trying to figure out how we came here from Drake.
We went down a rabbit hole many a times, honestly.
I mean, we like,
We flowing.
I'm just trying to figure out where the transition was.
it happened somewhere between Drake being corny into
that really where it started.
that was
So did y'all? Speaking of Drake, did y'all see the Instagram post of Drake? So Drake put out a picture of him in his son's lap, and he was taking out his hair, right? Yeah. And Lil Yachty said something along the effects of, "No way you're gonna sit here and act like you're
He said act like he's braiding his hair.
He acting like you're braiding his hair.
I felt like that's what he was doing. He was acting like he was braiding it.
So is the question I have, because this is the question that was proposed to me on Twitter: is it taking out your braids, taking down your braids, or unbraiding?
Taking out, right?
Yeah, I guess it's taken out.
All right, because Drake said unbraiding, so people were killing Drake for saying this.
Yeah,
he's from Canada.
That's right up his fucking alley to say some shit like that. Unbraiding.
They said
He
it was
wanted
the Jewish side
attention.
saying it was the unbraiding.
But
he was dad fishing. Like, y'all already talked about how
That's good.
That's a
being
good word.
dad
We gotta
will,
add that to the repertoire. We do a dictionary.
Get you a girl.
Yeah,
The dictionary.
Yeah.
But I feel like he wanted to give off the impression that, oh my gosh, Drake can braid. Drake braid his hair. He never once made it seem like he was taking hair out. If you ever had a chick, taking hair out is way easier than putting hair in. Yeah, like anybody can take hair out. You got to be a professional to put hair in. Like, so I felt like he was trying to give off the like, oh my gosh, he braiding his son hair, and it's like, no, you're not braiding his hair. You taking this shit out. Probably wasn't even taking it out, but it's like, let me hop in and get a picture real fast.
This is already coming undone. Let me just put my fingers in it real quick.
Yeah, exactly. And let me get this picture going, because you know we are who we are online. That's why we all have nicknames.
I know everything's for the gram. Take this picture. Everything is.
Yeah. How awkward do you feel when you ask people to take your picture?
I don't ask nobody. Get that tripod out, baby.
I saw Ski take a picture for the first time. I saw Ski take a solo picture for the first time in probably like 2 years. He's like, yo, take this picture. But you know people like, so I know Ski don't take pictures, so we went out for my birthday. So I know Ski don't take pictures, so I don't ask him to take my picture. So you know who I asked to take my picture?
I would.
No, you would, but I feel awkwardly asking you.
I would do a good job too.
Yeah. So I asked the people that I know who want their picture taken. So do me well, I'm gonna do you good. Like, you know what I mean? So shout out to Vest.
What's your signature pose? What you be doing?
I don't have no signature pose. I'm falling in love with
the hands and the open and
I just found out that married men take pictures like this.
So are you trying to be like married men?
Hiding the picture.
You hide in the ring, but you're not really. You just.
I'll take pictures like that. But I'm not
my husband
married.
would never.
Maybe you feel married.
No.
I know, man.
Yeah.
I think it
so I don't have no go-to.
It accentuates my shoulders more, I think.
I like that. I like that.
If he's hiding his red wing, red flag. Red flag.
I like to
red flag.
The diva in me is like, let him off, like take a couple, and then I'm gonna just keep moving and bang, 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 like on some bullshit.
Pretend like I'm walking.
Yeah. Look, let me walk, let me do this, and then I'm gonna figure out.
It's
like,
a whole photo shoot.
So I don't know, like I feel awkward if you say like take a pose and I go
spicy.
Bang, like I'm not gonna just go like like no, take a couple pictures and I'm gonna pick out what I like.
Oh, he has a protocol.
I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna feel awkward because that 2 seconds I'm standing there like this, wait for you to take a picture. I'm like, yo, this corny. Yeah, so I'm gonna just move. I'm gonna move. You going bang, 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 bang. And then I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's the one right
get
there.
Some stills from a video.
Yeah, all they gotta do is hold down the thing and just keep moving. It
and I'm gonna keep moving. So that's my favorite pose. My favorite pose is me.
Not you doing a robot. Not him acting like he on You Got Served.
Have lately been messing with the cab cup, getting his yeah. I see you in your
his editing on.
Yeah.
You've been editing. Yeah.
He's talking about,
I'm trying to join the club.
And then he throw the caption up, a little something Instagram made for me.
Oh wow.
Instagram did it, not me.
No, my partners be doing their thing on the edit, and I be feel like I want to learn so I can help them out more.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
That's all
I
appreciate
that.
So
that is thing. Everyone's so creative.
So when we gonna be a guest on the Lex Millionaire
Lex Hustle podcast?
Lex Hustle.
That's a great question because I'm revamping.
So we can talk about the business of podcasting.
Period. He think he did a big one over there, y'all. He think he did a big one over there.
I'm just saying you gotta have us on, like
I do because I'm really, like I said, I'm revamping. Yeah. I'm getting a lot of guests lined up, so it's gonna be fun. Because I feel like I thrive like with talking to people rather than me being in front of the camera myself. So I really want to like bring that side out.
Yeah. So how do you drop the pods though? Like what are they coming out sporadically or weekly, or how do you get?
Usually they come out on Mondays. You can view on YouTube or download it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts at Lex Hustle. And yeah.
What's the IG? Put the IG in.
Yeah. The IG is Lex Hustle Podcast.
Yeah.
And then my personal is Lex, L-E-X, Chappelle, CHAPPELLE, like Dave Chappelle.
Like Dave.
Mm-hmm. And that's on Instagram. But I'm not related to Dave, but Tyler.
That's your uncle.
You might be related to both of them.
You never know.
Well.
No, where you was at when Tyler was homeless, so don't be trying to like show him some. Trying to get in it now. But when he was homeless,
going there. I was a child. I was a child.
Yo, y'all seen that recently? I know they said he bought BET, but that wasn't
He
true.
didn't.
No, he didn't
Yeah.
buy BET. He missed the big.
That's what happens when we're in negotiations and people want to the media. That's why you can't believe everything you see in the media. That's why everybody said they was watching the BET Awards.
They said that it made BT go up and Paramount reconsidered selling it. Yeah.
Shit, everybody went to the
keep
hip. Everybody went to the BET Awards that year when they found out Tyler.
Thinking it was Tyler Perry.
And I'm gonna let y'all know, Paramount, as long as y'all own it, we ain't watching the BET Awards. How about that? We only watched it this year because we thought Uncle Tyler had it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you think
Yeah.
they're never gonna let it get back in black hands?
They should. It's BET.
This was my riff
Like, don't
with,
play
and
with me.
Matt gonna like this, but this was my riff with Michael Jordan selling.
Not a little rifty rift.
Yeah, with Michael Jordan selling the Hornets because it was a good move, but once you out, they're not letting you back in. So like once BET got in the hands of like quote unquote white folks or whatever like that, it's
He's still in though.
he still got a piece.
Yeah,
Oh, minority owner.
yeah.
There's a lot of
Who,
those.
Tyler Perry?
Who got a piece?
So he still has a ownership in the team though.
So does
Who said
so does
that?
Usher. He own a piece of the Cavs.
But he owns more than what Usher owns, obviously.
Yeah,
He still owns it.
J. Cole own a piece of the Hornets too. No, I'm just saying though, but like that whole
Bow Wow got the
thing
Cavs.
of like once you on the outside, it's hard to
Don't
get
come
back
from
in.
Bow Wow. You think I ain't hear that?
So
Bow
I'm
Wow
pretty.
got the Cavs. Don't even he have a piece of the Cavs?
Yeah, Bow Wow do got a piece of the Cavs. Yeah,
Bow Wow-
Wow got a piece of the Cavs.
fucking lying.
Shout out to Wow. Be Weezy.
Little Bow Wow, you just don't know the way you move so.
They was giving the Cavs to everybody. Usher got a piece. Nelly got a piece. Everybody got a piece of the Cavs.
Wow. You see how people really be hating on you when you. That's a
Jay-Z
big
had a piece of the
accomplishment.
Nets. He sold that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
I think I
feel like
remember that.
they paraded him around just to get like So I
That's
feel like
what they do usually.
Yeah, that's
What they're doing with him with the whole NFL right now. But he been the halftime's been busting. I would say that.
For what?
They've been busting
Brooklyn?
for the NFL, like
Super Bowl.
Oh, for
because you
NFL.
know he's like the
Super Bowl.
music
Oh, for
guy.
Jay-Z,
Yeah.
Well, they went mayonnaise with Taylor Swift, but she turned it down.
Wonderful.
They tried to get Tulsa?
No, they tried. She said, "No, I'm cool."
That would have been a good move though, because she been killing it.
Yeah,
Because you know you gotta pay for basically everything.
yes.
When you
don't
do the
get
Super
paid
Bowl.
for that. Yeah, you don't get paid for that.
But if you like Rihanna, you got your products placements up in there, so you like, oh listen, we gonna leave here with something.
Well, you really like we missing like a lot of ownership, like minority ownerships and stuff like that. So I saw something on what's the name. It was like, how you talk about minority and it's like people just associating minority with like black and brown people. And it's like minority is whoever the less crowd is. So maybe white people are the minorities.
They
these
are.
days.
Do you know white women are the minorities?
Yeah.
White women are the minority?
They are. I went for this grant and I said, this is preposterous.
Oh yeah.
Who knew?
I guess that
Like,
makes sense.
but they are. I'm like, you're a woman. Okay, I get it.
There's a lot of biracial people out here. So if you like strictly just white, like I think you fall.
No, literally white women. Like
Yeah, white women. I'm saying.
fully bred. Like they are considered a minority because they're a woman.
And then they white.
The white really doesn't have anything to play. It's primarily
No,
because
I get
they are a
that,
woman.
but I'm saying I feel like the world, like especially America, there's a lot of biracial people. My kids are biracial. Like
there
there's a lot of
are
biracial
a
people.
lot of biracial. I can see that for you.
So the days of me,
yeah.
what kind of
Holy shit.
You already said you already said who you like. So let's
what
be
I said
clear.
what I like?
That was me.
No, I watched the episode. Y'all was like,
Oh yeah,
She's
she did her homework. I
He
like
said
that.
it
I
with
ain't gonna
his
lie.
chest. He's like, I like black women. I said, okay, well.
She's
But I just said it was
actually
biracial. So what the fuck you think I am, Dominican? Nah.
No, but you said you like girls that are
Oh, you said
Spanish
Rican. You said Rican.
persuasion
Yeah, you did say
and
that.
stuff like that. So
You said that.
you said,
No, I'm playing.
okay, papi, ay.
I love all women, man, and we all do. Well, I don't know about you, but
Yeah.
yeah, we do.
And I'm all for men having preferences because I feel like women, we have our preferences too. I just feel like black women, we just always are like, I need me a black man, which I just started getting out of that.
What's your preference like?
Thanks for asking. I love who loves me at this stage in my life. Like I was trying to hold down, like the black women, and I mean the black men. Let's start there.
Okay.
Yeah, you thought it was about to be a happy ending.
I thought you was gonna say that at the dating app. At the dating app, you about to say you was about to find you a study buddy.
They tried to get
That's
me to
exactly
slip.
what I
It's not happening. But what I will say
Saw
is that
vibes.
not me with the young boy. I see where you're trying to go with. I
I
see.
thought you was with you a young boy, an NBA young boy,
Yeah, no.
a WNBA young boy.
But yeah, I feel like black women, we are the only, it's not even, this is literally proven that black women are like basically the main race that are really stuck on staying with their own race. Whereas black men, y'all date whoever. Like, y'all don't care. White men, I feel like, especially now, they want themselves a chocolate princess. But they'll date, they're open to date. Ow. They're open to date. But like, yeah, I feel like it was, black woman was one, and then the Indian men were like the second as far as
I can see that.
who stays in the race, and it's like a deal breaker for them.
Yeah,
but yeah, black women were like number one. We were like the ones that like, no, I need a black man. Which is now I'm off of that, okay? I'm off of that. If it's a poppy, it's a poppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, whoever it is, it is.
This episode 50.
It was a lie.
But before we leave, I have a question because somebody told me this question. And I told him I was going to ask y'all. So it's completely random. So don't even like think too hard about it.
He always trying. He don't talk about this. None
A curveball.
None of this in our pre-meeting.
He was low key quiet 75% of the time.
So all right. So the word PJs, okay, the big word. Don't say it out loud. All right, we're gonna say it on the count of three.
You said PJ or BJ?
PJs, like sleepwear. Okay, how do you say it? One on the count of three. We're gonna say 1, 2, 3. Pajamas.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It was either pajamas or pajamas.
Nah,
so this
I don't think anybody called it jammies.
This is episode 59.
Some people do say jammies.
Nah.
Wait, no. Can we not close it yet? Because I have a question for y'all real quick.
Go ahead. Yeah, you ain't asking.
So who's all single? Ladies, I'm here for y'all. I asked the questions that y'all want to know. Let's go. Who's all single?
I am.
I am too. That's why.
Put a finger down if y'all knocked somebody off last week.
Last week?
Mm-hmm. I'm on a drought.
As far as
And ladies, there lies the problem. All right. So
That
when
you
they
lock
tell you
somebody
you're
down
single, make sure they're single.
So you can't be single and still have sex?
I just feel like if you're pursuing a woman, it's just like, at least put it all out there. I feel like at this point in my life, like I'm dating for marriage.
So
don't be playing games.
So you can't meet a person and
they're knocking somebody off?
no, you can't meet a person, understand that y'all not meant to be together, but y'all can essentially just have sex.
That's not
Once
what
in
I'm
a blue
on.
moon.
so even
I'm not saying that's what you occur with a new person.
Yeah, if you're in your hoeing phase, be in your hoeing phase.
But if I just mention we're dating, I'm not allowed to tap something on tap.
Yeah, like what are you supposed to do? Clear your roster because you met
Oh,
somebody?
wow.
That's what I'm saying. You're supposed to clear the whole roster when you
Because I met this girl at the club, so I gotta stop talking to everybody I ever met.
That's realistic.
And then you turn around, you be like, hey, I remember what I said. Like,
But my
forget
thing
that.
is, okay, my thing is heavily the person that you just, you broke their back in, whatever you did.
Heavily.
Yeah. Does this person know, do they think that, I might get in a relationship with him? Like, do they think that you're pursuing them? That's the real question. Or do they know that you're literally like, a sneaky link for the time being until I find better?
See, I hate the negative thing on like sneaky links.
You
like,
would. I see
No,
that.
but I'm just saying like maybe like me and a person don't mix per se and we don't have a future. But when you want to get your rocks off and I want to get my rocks off, we get our rocks off together.
So why do you care about the whole label of sneaky link when you just said y'all don't got a future?
Because
like,
people discard it as like a negative. Like it's not negative. That's not negative. You got somebody that you like.
I don't look at a sneaky link as negative. It's just two grown people that decided this is what we are.
It's not a sneaky link if you're not in a relationship.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If it's not outside your relationship, it's not a sneaky link. Y'all just fucking.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, so y'all just friends with benefits.
What if you don't want people to know you fucking?
Why do people?
Sneaky link.
Why do people equate single with? Why do people?
You're just private. It's not a sneaky.
Yeah.
Wait, a sneaky link is only when you're with someone?
Yeah, that is.
No one should have a sneaky link then.
That's
crazy. I thought sneaky link was we gonna keep this on the low, like just between us.
I mean, I guess it could.
That's
be
why we're sneaking around.
That's not how I.
But if a sneaky link is y'all, I don't stand behind that. I can't get behind that.
Why is the definition of single like not having sex with nobody? You just supposed to be alone and just wait till you meet somebody? Like I think that's like
it's preference.
I think that's not real. When I meet a
depends
person,
on what season you are in. If it's underlay, and we outside.
What was that? What that mean?
That was
Nelly and
it was a passito tequila shots. We turn it up we're living our life. We don't care. But when you're in a phase of marriage and like I done already ran around, like I'm in my 30s. Why am I playing out here acting? You know what I mean? Like, and y'all don't get that until y'all like 40 or 50. Or a health problem coming, you be like, oh my God, I don't want to be alone.
I just don't
let me marry the girl that's in front of me.
I just
you know
don't think single means celibate.
No, it is single doesn't mean celibate for everyone.
I think women preference it that when it's like, oh, I'm looking for my husband, so I can't meet nobody that's not my husband. Like, nah, I'm gonna meet some people.
Because when you're having relations with people and you understand soul ties, you don't want to keep tying your soul with randoms.
That's true. I think you do. Well, I'm talking about tying your soul with somebody you already tied it with. I'm not saying just meet somebody, you know?
He definitely loves entanglements, ladies and gentlemen. This is Troy.
No, I'm about to say my last name.
Sneaky Link Troy. Entanglement Troy.
You got any more questions for anybody?
Oh, now you want to wrap this up, y'all?
No, I just want to know because nobody asks us questions.
But you
start us with your questions.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good off of this.
You got us with our questions, so this.
I'm good. I'm good off of y'all. I don't want to make y'all too hot. Y'all don't need to be sweating.
You told me to put a finger down. I ain't even had one up, but I put one up to put it down though. Cause
put one up to put it down.
I got it up, put it down.
Well,
it's like no.
Yeah. Oh, did you have sex this week? Hell yeah, I did.
No, but before we close, man, I was at Ma Duke's house. She said, y'all ain't even tell me happy birthday on the show.
Oh, yeah. Did we have a show sister?
We did have a show sister.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure.
We would have say happy birthday to Ma Duke's.
When was it?
Tuesday.
oh, happy birthday.
That make her Virgo?
We recorded. This is our first show since recording.
She Virgo?
She didn't understand that. She
Virgo? Leo?
You into signs?
Dukes ain't even like we always locked in. Like a Leo, you ain't even had to tell me that. Like happy Duke, Mom Dukes. Like happy birthday, Mom Dukes. Yeah.
But
you into signs?
Nah. This episode, what episode is this?
Episode 59, and you know the motto. As long as you're in progress, you're never failing.
We out.
We out.
Nah, I'm not.